Rooney, you're an idiot. This is Sergeant Peterson, the Chicago Police. An impression I could do that no one really cares about.
But it's funny. If you know. If you know, you know.
If you saw it. Rooney! I want my daughter outside in 10 minutes. Hello, and welcome to Entertain This. It's a podcast. It's about movies.
TV shows.
And
video games!
Guys! My name's Tom. With me I have
Mitch.
And
my name is Hayden.
And Hayden. And to our powers combined, we make Entertain This. I don't know what that button is. What is that button? What is this?
That was, I forgot. It was some kind of spin thing. That was,
Yeah, this is.
Oh, spin-offs.
To explain yourself.
Some of the buttons got to be changed back.
I'm really happy we still have the Bilbo Baggins button just for no reason.
I've saved that one just for you.
That one's always good. We have three main buttons right now. The intro, outro song, the Bilbo Baggins button.
Yep, pretty much.
And my name is Hayden.
Yep.
But before we get into our episode today about the top 10 horror franchises of all time,
Yes.
social media, Mitch.
Well, you can go to entertainthispodcast.com, which will take you to our Facebook group and page. You can go to our Twitter, which is @thisentertain. @thisentertain, and our Instagram, which is entertain.this.
If you can find it, we're there.
Yeah, it's a thing.
As we're going through the month of...
No.
Let
Let me cut you off there. We do need you to go on and review or leave comments, suggestions on what you'd like to hear more, comments on what you think the content was like, or at least, give it a couple of stars, preferably 5.
Only 5. 5 or don't even bother.
It's all we accept.
We only accept $5 or 5 stars. This is a 5-star show.
Anyways, continue.
As we traverse the month of October into spooky season, as the kids call it, I believe these days.
The kids call it.
We're doing our more Halloween-oriented and horror episodes.
Yes.
So this episode's obviously going to be the top 10 horror franchises of all time. Or the greatest horror franchises in the world. Shout out to Jeremy.
Good job.
I'd love to talk to him. Actually, out of all 3 of them, I would love to just talk to James.
Why? It'd be a very slow...
Nah, just think of the vat of useless intelligence that man possesses.
We would be here all day.
And it would be the greatest episode ever because people would just be like, I could listen to because I could watch the 3 of them do what, like, I could listen to James talk about cutting grass with scissors, like in Norway, forever. He's just that entertaining. Like Christopher Walken. Like, it doesn't matter what he's doing. It's just entertaining.
Is he, though? I find Jeremy more entertaining. That's why I like to watch him farm.
Yeah, his farm show is pretty funny. And then Richard has another show, too.
Yeah, something surviving, something.
He has like an auto show, too.
Oh, he has that, too? Okay.
He has like they restore classic cars.
Oh, okay.
James makes food.
Yeah.
He does cooking stuff, which is hilarious.
And Jeremy just does whatever.
Because he burns the crap out of stuff, and he's like, that's golden brown. And you just hear a camera go, it's burnt. But we're not talking about cooking or Top Gear. We're talking about horror. Would you like to start off with your number 10, Mitchell?
I will start off, and you don't have to reveal. I'm sure this is on your list, but you don't have to reveal what number it is for you.
Okay.
But my number 10 is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
Because, I like the first one, and I like the remake that they did several years ago.
I think what was that? It's like 2019?
Yeah,
or something like
that. I like that remake, but for most of them, I don't like them just because I don't find Freddy Krueger that creepy. I mean, he's creepy looking, but, their thought process, if it's in your dreams, and in one of the movies they portray this, if it's in your dreams, you control your dream. So, I don't know.
Yeah, because like that one kid turns into like a wizard.
Yeah.
And like launches him. And I'm like, why isn't it? It's like, oh, I'm in my dream. No, I'm General Grievous. And then with 4 lightsabers.
Yeah. The first one's good and it's creepy. And then there's creepy parts in the other ones. And then the most recent one, it's horror. It's pretty creepy looking. It's a lot more serious.
I haven't seen the new one. I've seen the old ones. And I never found Freddy Krueger scary.
Not that much. I mean, like I said, the first one had some scary parts that were creepy because you hadn't seen it before, and then they just kept getting more and more campy with it as it went along. So.
Yeah, after a while, it just kind of got.
So it was a good first movie, and I like the remake because it's just redoing the beginning. But
I feel like a lot of these franchises. I mean, it's hard to have a franchise, especially with some of these horror franchises that we're going to talk about, that have 5 movies, 6 movies, 10 movies, 13 movies.
Yeah.
And, like, it's hard to keep the standard up.
Yeah.
Because some of them are just, I don't know if you put it on yours. I didn't put it on mine, but Jeepers Creepers, I left that out. I was like.
No, it did not make the list.
The
first movie was all right, but then after that, it just got
dumb, stupid.
Yeah.
My name is Hayden.
My number 10, the Final Destination series.
I had that listed to pick from when I went through, and it just didn't make it because I've never liked those movies.
I think that they're an interesting take on horror because it's people who are supposed to have died.
Yeah.
And it's like fate, like having like alter and like kill them all. And it's just like the bizarre ways. That's like how many people to this day don't like driving behind logging trucks?
All because of that movie.
Because of that film. You guys have influenced an entire generation of people to be like, no, I saw Final Destination. I'm not having a giant, 50-something foot tree limb go flying through my windshield and take my head off.
Every time I'm behind one of those trucks, that movie comes to mind. So, yeah. I understand. Yeah.
And and they've had a successful run, and you don't really watch it for the you watch it just for the bizarre.
How are these people gonna die?
How are they all gonna die? It was like I gotta know.
Yeah, they all have, especially after the first one, they all have like extremely strange occurrences that happen for them to die.
Or like that one thing like explodes, like something explodes, and like a fence with like barbed wire goes flying, and it just cuts the dude into like 3 pieces.
Yeah,
it's like, oh my god. Or one dude, he tries to kill himself, and every single gun or every single bullet was like a misfire. They were all dud rounds.
I hadn't seen that one.
And it was like he took a cop's gun and like he's just going with a revolver, just pressing on each chamber, and none of the bullets, and it was like death won't let you die that easily by your own hand. And it's like, ooh, spooky.
Death has a plan.
You're gonna die in a totally different way.
Well, moving on to my number 9, I have Alien.
At 9?
Yeah,
you know what?
I don't find it that scary.
Alien, scary. Aliens, scary, awesome horror.
Yeah.
With action.
Yeah, I mean, I have another one.
Aliens
on the list
3,
like
not bad, not great.
and I have it a little bit lower on the list for me, just because Alien movies have I've never really been a big fan. I mean, I'll watch them; they're all right, but now I feel like I'm more interested in the history behind it, like the characters and stuff like that, than I am it being a horror movie. Because like when Prometheus came out and stuff, I enjoyed learning more about like where the aliens came from and stuff like that. And it wasn't that scary to me, so that's kind of why it's a little higher on my list.
Did you? Well, I mean, would Predator?
Yeah, it's on my list.
Of course it is. I didn't even think of that.
Just because I like it.
I didn't even think of Predator.
I like it as a better movie. I didn't think of it either, and then I was researching like horror franchises, and everywhere I looked, it listed that too, so that's why I included it.
I mean, space alien that can turn invisible, killing people. It's
I
feel like it fits the criteria. My number 9 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies.
Okay.
I give the first one a lot of credit because it was really, I mean, they a lot of people want to call Halloween the original, like the first like slasher film.
Yeah.
That would become like the hallmark of horror in the 80s.
Because the original Texas.
We'll be right back.
Ever wondered what a rhythm-based stealth game with dinosaurs might look like? Or a farming sim in space with zombies? Welcome to the Gaming Blender podcast. I'm Matt, and with my co-host Scott, we take a random game genre and random game mechanics, blend them all up, and pitch wild, totally hypothetical games you've never heard of, and maybe shouldn't. New episodes every other week. Hit play and unleash your inner game dev. No coding required. Search the Gaming Blender on your favorite podcast app now.
Chainsaw Massacre was made in the 70s?
Yeah, it was like the early 70s.
But
Well, I mean, the original Halloween was made in 1978, but I'm pretty sure the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre predates it. And it's based on like sort of true.
Yeah, it's
events.
based on a true family. It's like not necessarily everything in the movie happened, but it's based on real people.
And then they did
crazy.
a remake. I don't know if it's like a remake or a sequel or kind of like a rebootquel, whatever you want to call it. but Arlie Ermy was in it.
I love that movie. That's a creepy one because it's a lot more visceral and.
Oh yeah,
Jessica Biel. She's running around in a white tank top.
That's how you get Mitch.
It does.
Scantily clad women running around.
Look, she's in jeans, a white tank top, and a cowboy hat. She looks good. Just saying.
All right, Mitch, calm down. You're frothing at the mouth. I think it's a very solid horror franchise.
Yeah, and then they made another one with was it Alexandria Daddario or whatever, where like ends up being like his long lost sister that they didn't know, and like the Texas Chainsaw guy, he kills Leatherface kills everybody but her because he finds out that's his sister. So.
It's like we're related, you get a pass, but no one else here does.
Yeah, pretty much. It was an interesting movie too. So they've got some good ones. I've never been a big fan of the originals though, just because because it's the 70s, they didn't have all the
it's
effects and all that.
It's
kind of stuff.
dated.
Yeah,
it's dated. But still, I mean, there's not many dud movies in that franchise.
No, I mean because it's not saturated like all the others where there's just
30-something movies.
Yeah,
Jason in space, Leatherface in space. It's like stop.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
The next one I have on my list is Resident Evil, because
I didn't even think of Resident Evil.
It does have some scary parts, and it's mostly like zombies and stuff, which I find any kind of zombie movie really cool. But and then the reason it's higher up on the list because it's a more of an action based. I do think it's pretty cool, the different creatures and stuff that pop out and show up and stuff.
I feel like Resident Evil is one of those franchises that each movie just gets more off the wall.
Yeah, each movie became more action based and less horror based.
Yeah, it's still creepy, but like the zombies, like the threat, I guess, of what they were dealing with, it just goes like to 100.
Yeah.
Each movie, they're just like, and now they can fly, and now they have lasers.
Well, because like to me, the first two were good. The first one where she had to go down into like the compound to where the virus was first being released. You had basically the zombies and the dog and one of the, like what they call liquor, which is the thing with the big tongue. And then in the second one, where they're in the city because the virus is broken out, and then Nemesis shows up, which he's not really that scary. I mean, he's creepy looking, but then like when they're fighting, like there's one part where they have to go inside a church trying to find refuge.
And there's like two liquors.
Well, there's those, but then there's like one camera lady or news lady that's with them. She goes wandering off, and they're trying to find something.
Oh, she finds all the kids.
Yeah, that was creepy.
And they're all zombies.
Yeah.
And then they're...
Well, because she goes in there, and there's just like little handprints all over
and then
the
she
walls.
became zombie poop.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's got some good parts. Yeah, like I said, it mostly becomes action towards the end. I enjoy it more just because I like zombie stuff, though. That's why I rated it above Alien. And Hayden would go, bah.
My name is Hayden.
My next is the Hellraiser series.
I know that's a franchise. I just go ahead.
It's a very popular franchise, and Pinhead's like, you know who he is.
Yeah.
Everybody calls him the Hellraiser guy because nobody knows his name's Pinhead because he's got all the nails. But like, there's a lot of weird lore and like expanding universe to it. And the first movie I think is really good, and I think the second one was also really solid. And then a couple of the other ones the newer ones were like,
I just never really got into any of them.
I liked the first one, and then I was kind of like, all right, it's the box. If you solve the box, you unlock these morons who show up through a portal.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know, Mitch. I don't know. It's the plot of the film. There has to be some sort of MacGuffin, as Hayden likes to say. He likes to use the word MacGuffin. We call him Hayden MacGuffin.
Shoot him again. Yeah. Well, like I said, I never really got into the Hellraiser stuff. It's not on my list at all. To me, it's just more like gore kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just same with Saw, which I'll go ahead and tell you it's not on my list because I just don't like them.
I added it.
My next one, my number 7, is Paranormal Activity, because I liked the first 2 or 3, and then they just got really bad. But I did like the first 2 or 3, because like the first one, it made you feel like you're really watching like a home video or something. The second one gets a little more out there, and then the third one, like, it's kind of creepy. I remember watching like one of the trailers where the dad's like sitting there at the table doing something, and in the background, like because the camera's watching from the other side, you see this like ghost walking up, like somebody in a sheet and stuff walking up. Well, then you like see it walk by. A couple seconds go by, it walks by again, it's like getting closer to him, and then he turns around, sees it, says something to his like little girl who he thinks is that, and then he hears her call from upstairs, and when he turns back around, the sheet just falls, which I thought that was pretty creepy.
That's like, ugh, I don't like that at all.
That, and then like in the first movie there, they put like the baby powder down, and you can see like the footprints of like whatever invisible force is there or whatever. I thought that was
I like
cool.
like people go like they were going through these lengths to like see if it was a ghost, to do all this stuff, and then it's just like at what point do you just not like get in the car? We are out of here.
Well, like I thought a really good jump scare at the end of the original one is where you're just looking. Like he runs out the hallway trying to grab her because she's being drug out by her feet, and he runs out into the hallway and it's pitch black. All you can see is what's in their room. The doorway is just black, and then out of nowhere you just see his body come flying through the door frame and hit the camera. That was pretty cool.
Dead.
And it did really well because it was
a really low budget. I mean, because Blair Witch Project was low budget,
well,
and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" But Paranormal Activity was like low budget, and it did so great.
I would have to look, but I want to say it had a budget of like 20,000 and it made millions.
Yeah, they got their money back.
Yeah,
and a lot more.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it's still one of the biggest indie movies ever. Because like originally Ninja Turtles was until this one was made.
Stupid Paranormal Activity taking Ninja Turtles title.
Yeah, exactly.
Dumb. How dare they cowabunga better than we did?
But yeah, I mean, as the franchise went on, they've gotten really deep. Like there's the most recent one that I know of. Like there's this person, they're staying in, it's almost like an Amish kind of town. And like they're visiting or something like that, her cousin. And there's a church off in the woods that's abandoned, but then it's got like a tunnel system underneath, and it's got some kind of creature that lives down there. It's not a ghost. It's, I don't know what's going on. So yeah.
That's weird. I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, it's weird.
My next is The Evil Dead.
Oh, I forgot about Evil Dead.
Groovy.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, the strength of the first film where the woman gets raped by the tree.
Is that in the first original one? Or
Yeah, the first original one.
Okay, I didn't know that.
She tries to leave, and like the woods like crashes her car.
No, you're talking about the one with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Okay,
The very first one.
I've only seen bits and pieces of the original two, so I wasn't sure.
Where they find the Necronomicon.
I know that happens in the remake, but I wasn't sure if that happened in the original.
Yeah, it happens in the original. Definitely happens in the original. And then Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2, is that Army of Darkness?
No, Army of Darkness is its own title.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Also awesome. This is my boomstick.
Yeah,
I feel like the Evil Dead, I mean, it's just like, it was a powerhouse of a series. Because they didn't do, like, it was like, what, 3 movies?
I think so. Because I think they had Evil Dead 2, and then
Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Which was 81, 87, and 92. So.
Yeah. I mean, they were just, I mean, I'd rather have 3 in a franchise, and they're all good.
Yeah.
And in some cases, great.
And then now they have the remakes, which are Evil Dead and Evil Dead Rise, which the 2013 like remake of Evil Dead, it was good. Evil Dead Rise, it was kind of campy and goofy. I mean, it was supposed to be creepy, but it's just like they went over the top trying to make you think this is scary.
But they did.
And you find out there's more than one Necronomicon in Evil Dead Rise, which is like, how? But okay.
It's like, because you have the Necronomicon, and then they find, like, the creepy guys, like, recording, and they're listening to it, and it's, like, animating the book.
Yeah.
It's like, at what point, like, oh, creepy cabin in the woods. Oh, book made out of human skin.
I'm just saying, like, in the remake, they go down into the basement of a cabin, which, where that came from, I don't know. But they go down there, and there's a bunch of dead cats, and they have been burned alive, hanging from the rafters.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's maybe we should go somewhere else?
Like, anywhere else? Like,
Because evidently somebody's been in there.
yeah. Like, I'd rather go to the ghetto. Get me the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'm not spending the night in a sacrificial...
Dead cat basement. Ain't happening.
Just kind of common sense there, people.
White people.
Anyways, my next one on the list is the Friday the 13th series. Just because it starts off okay, and then it gets really campy. Goes all the way to,
In space.
there was it. don't know if it's Jason Goes to Hell or whatever, but there's one where like the movie starts off where he's chasing this girl through the woods. You find out it's a trap, and a SWAT team blows him up. So, everything but his heart. So
they got so wild.
Yeah,
they just got so dumb. The only reason it's ranked is because the first two were classics.
Yeah,
and then because the first one, it's not even Jason, it's his mom.
Yeah, because that was kind of a twist, for if you've never seen the movie before.
And then the next one, then the rest, it's all Jason. Voorhees in his hockey mask. There's one where he's walking down the street and some kids are like, yeah, and he just turns and looks and lifts up his mask. And they're like, ah! And they just take off and run. He just goes, closes it. And just turns and keeps going. Yeah. He's just walking down the street.
Now, they did make a remake of it as well with Jared Padalecki, where like his sister gets taken and he's trying to find her. She's just missing. So he's like looking around. He runs into these other kids that are up there on like their weekend lake trip or something like that. And they're kind of douchebags, except for the one girl that becomes his friend. And it goes off on a whole bunch of other things. And there's some campy parts in that. Like there's just one part where this girl, she's hiding under the dock, and she's topless because everybody water skis topless.
Yeah,
then the boy driving the boat gets killed by an arrow. She like swims up under the dock and she's hiding, and he stabs his machete through the dock into her head and raises her up to where she just bounces up and down, and then he pulls it up again. She bounces up and back down to the water before she eventually sinks.
There's one where he's pimp smacks some girl with the flat side of the machete and launches her like into a tree. Like it's just bad.
In the remake, there's one part where like at the beginning he's just wearing like a sack over his head, and there's a part where like because in most horror movies the black guy dies first or whatever is like the trope. Well, in this one the black guy comes in, the Asian guy's being like murdered, so he starts fighting him, starts beating on him. Well, then eventually he realizes he's not gonna
win.
Yeah, he's not gonna win, so he takes off running. Well, the next thing you see, instead of Jason just like lumbering along, Jason's like running after him with an axe and just like rears back and yeets it. And it hits the guy in the back, and he's out there like dying on the porch, calling to his friends, and his friends are like, "No, I'm not going out there."
It's like look, there's nothing we could do. There's no point.
But it's not a bad movie. I like it. I like the remake of it, and it came out about the same time as Freddy Krueger remake, so it's not bad.
And then you had Jason versus Freddy.
Yeah, that was goofy.
That was so dumb. They did knock Jason out so he could fight Freddy in his dreams.
And then there's one point where like Jason's being drowned in the dream, so he's like gurgling up water. Well, then the one girl's like takes his mask off, and she's like trying to give him mouth to mouth to wake him back up. It's like, yeah,
this is anyway.
All right, what's your number 6?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. And why do you have it? What was your favorite part about it? Why was it
I mean, the first one, it's classic. The first one has a lot to offer, and then after a while, I mean, I think the second one was pretty good.
Okay.
And then it just, that was another franchise that quickly went off the rails really, really fast.
Yes.
And just kind of flopped.
Well, and like you said, they eventually got to Freddy versus Jason, which was...
And then now the remakes.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's what everybody does. It's just, we'll just do another one. We'll just make a remake.
Well, I mean, I do like the remakes of the Freddy and the Jason movies just because they make it more real for modern day as opposed to just the campiness
of the 1980s.
It's more of a horror. I mean, like the Freddy one, it has a pretty creepy backstory that they delve more into for the remake about him like working at this like daycare or whatever. So pretty strange. Anyways, my number 5 is Predator.
I'm not shocked. I'm surprised it's not your number 1.
Well, no, I put it on there at number 5 because it is more of an action series, but it's considered horror, and I love the series. So
the first movie still.
I had to give it a spot.
It's Predator.
I give it halfway, but I mean, the first one it is creepy because there's parts where like you come across the people that he skinned and they're just hanging from the.
Yeah, you have no clue what he is, and you only get bits and piece shots of him. Like you'll see like the full size of him, but he's invisible. You just see the eye flash.
Yeah, I mean you don't see him until the end.
Fully.
Yeah, and I mean even just like when the first time you see his face or you see like him coming out of the water when
the suit's malfunctioning because of the water.
Yeah, I mean that even though it's not like gore and like, mystical or whatever horror,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be a creepy thing to see. You're trying to get away, and all of a sudden you just see like this super teched monster looking thing coming out of the water.
And like Arnold picks up like a fat tree branch and swings, and he just holds up his forearm, and it just breaks off, and he doesn't even move. It's like, poof, and Arnold's like looking at the broken lid, looking at him like, he just gets hit. He's like, ah.
But yeah, I mean, I do like it because like from a lot of the movie, you just see his eyes flash every now and then when they see him, and he'll kind of acknowledge that, like, yeah, you see me.
Everybody who sees the eyes dies.
He's just taking people out, skinning them alive.
Because you think it's like, oh, it's this cool action movie. It's like, all right, they're being stalked by somebody, and they don't even know. But they're like, oh, we're doing cool man stuff, blowing up rebel bases in the jungle, and then it cuts to like the heat signature, watching them move around, and quoting what they were saying, like audio.
Mm-hmm. And then like the part where what's his name, the one that cuts himself with the razor as he's shaving. Yeah, when he's out there and all you hear is over here. That creeped me out. They fell in the woods.
It's like, no, not like this.
But yeah, I mean, it's a good series, or it's a good movie. I mean, I know you like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I agree. It's not necessarily that much horror, but it was on the list, so I added it to mine.
A very good entry.
All right, what you got for number 5?
Saw. Which I feel the first Saw movie, I mean, it's horror for like, not like jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like the gore and the suspense.
Yeah.
And just the situation you have to see people in. That's what its bread and butter was.
Yeah.
And then just the ornate traps to kill people.
The first one was all right. The second one was all right. And I just never liked any of the others.
After a while, they just kind of got wild. Like, do you want to play a game?
Well, like the first one, the whole movie is the two of them stuck in that one room.
Mm-hmm. And he has to cut off his foot.
Yeah.
And it turns out like the guy like woke up in like the bathtub, but the key was in there, but it went down the drain.
Yeah.
And then there's just a dead guy, and at the end of the movie,
yeah,
like the dead guy's like, ugh, and just gets up, and it's him, and he just leaves and goes, game, and just slams the door, and it's just screaming as the credits are going. It's like, what did I just watch?
And then in the second one, you have them all basically trapped in a house where there's just different stuff going on, and nobody knows each other. And I thought that one was pretty good.
I remember there's like they're cops and they're chasing after him, and like they're running down an alley, and one's like, no, because he sees like the tripwire, and the dude just triggers it, but there's like 10 shotguns right above of him. And it's just like, boom, and all of them fire at once, and the dude just explodes. And I was like, holy Nikes.
Yeah, I mean, the Saw franchise is based a lot on gore. So.
Or the one with the laser that like goes through the guy's head. Or like the one that's like the reverse bear trap where the lady has like braces and like rips her skull off.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
Or the one with the hooks like through the ribs and it.
Yeah, that would be brutal. Oh, that just makes me hurt.
I know. It's just uncomfortable horror.
Yeah.
Not like scary horror, but it's just like, ugh. I don't want any of that.
All right. Well, my next one on the list is Insidious. Because we're starting to get to the ones that I find creepy, like for real.
I hadn't seen the Insidious movies.
You hadn't?
Nope.
They're, if you like supernatural horror movies, they're good. If you don't, you'll find them kind of strange.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, it all, like even, they do a good job with like even the more modern day movies, all revolving around this one kid that fell off a ladder, got knocked out, but was basically in a coma, and then ghosts were trying to take over his body because it was essentially vacant.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like this kid that had this ability to where he could like astral project kind of thing, where he wasn't doing it on purpose. He just didn't know
how to control or
when he would dream, he was basically leaving his body, and he didn't know how to deal with that. And there's a lot of like ghosts that come up trying to get closer to him and stuff like that. And then eventually there's this demon that's trying to capture him and keep him. And then they do a good job, like, because the first.
I just remember Insidious is like they're doing like talking. It's like showing one person, showing the second person, showing the other, and then all of a sudden Darth Maul's standing behind one guy. He's like, ah.
Yeah, that's the demon. I'm trying to see when did
It's not a demon. It's Darth Maul. They're being attacked by Sith Lords.
Yeah, the first movie came out in 2010. But let's see, the most recent one came out last year, and they still use the same kid, and so he's
An adult.
Yeah, he's an adult. He's in the most recent one, he's in college, and he's like they had basically used a therapist to block out his memories or whatever, to where he had repressed all that. Well, then he starts painting, and the painting, like for whatever, like in his subconscious, he starts painting this red door is what the series is like kind of revolves around, and that unlocks all those memories, which allows the ghosts and stuff to start getting closer to him again, which is pretty creepy. But like the first and second movie revolve around one family. The third is kind of its own thing that you still use the same like ghost therapist kind of person. She goes, that's something that she deals with. It's a little separate thing. And then you have like the origins story about this lady that's the ghost therapist kind of person and her family. And then it goes back to the original family as when they're older, which it does a really good job of tying it all together, which I'm kind of surprised. And there's a lot of, it's mostly jump scares, but they're really good jump scares. Like
they get you.
Because like there's one part in one of the movies where she's opening these suitcases, and you just know when she opens these suitcases, eventually she's going to open one, something's going to pop out.
Yep.
Well, actually nothing. Like she keeps doing it, like she opens it real fast, and you think something's coming. Opens it real fast, and you think something's coming. And then she's like, all right, well, she leans back, and then all of a sudden the ghost just like closes it and starts crawling at her through a tunnel kind of thing. It's just really weird. They're good at creeping stuff. Like there's one ghost that has like keys for fingers because he opens the red door, but his hand's just like laying on this barrel in this scene, and you don't even notice it until eventually he moves his fingers, and it's like, oh crap, he's right there,
shoot him.
And then it has the creepiest song. Let's see if I can find it real quick. But basically, when you hear this song, you know bad stuff's about to happen.
It's just like the trigger song. It's like, welcome to the nightmare realm.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Let's see. Let me find it here.
Hurry up, Mitch. Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Because that's when you hear that, you know something's happening. Like there's this one of the movies, this little kid ghost starts running through the house, and the mom thinks she sees something, but because the kid turned it on the record player, and just runs and is like hiding in the house, and she's like searching around trying to find where this kid went, and then eventually you realize it's a ghost.
He's like, bah!
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that song creeps me out now. That's why
trauma.
That's why I had to put it on the list. So, anyways, we can move on to your number 4.
Aliens.
Okay.
I put higher up because the first Aliens movie, really one of the more perfect films made. Aliens, best sequel ever made. I mean, it just is. And
yeah,
if
good movies, yeah.
And if I had to choose between which one I want to watch Aliens.
Yeah.
Because it's just more action, more cool. Nuke them from orbit. Aliens 3 on the prison planet wasn't bad. I like it.
Yeah.
It's not as good as the others.
Okay.
If the first 2 were 10 out of 10 movies, this was like a 6.5, almost a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
So it's a very solid entry. Resurrection, not good. Did not like it.
Yeah, I didn't like that because that's the one where like she's the mom to the alien or whatever.
Yeah, it's just stupid and Winona Ryder's dumb face in it. And then, I mean, I don't really count the AVP movies.
Yeah. Because they're more about Predator. Alien just happens to be in them.
Yeah, Aliens
they're just the thing to go kill.
Yeah, it's like it's Predator. It's what you want to see. Predators going to kill aliens.
Yeah,
because it's cool. It's action, violence. Then you had the Prometheus movie, which is like a loose prequel, and then the solid entry. I thought it's a solid movie. Then you got what's the next one?
Covenant.
Covenant, one great. Yeah, one great. Right. And then the new one, Romulus.
I just watched that last night.
And the facehugger's like running after the people. It's like, yeah, that's scary. That's creepy. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that movie was more of a. That movie seemed like it was going to be more of a remake, or they're going to borrow a lot from the first Alien movie.
Well, that movie was supposed to take place just after, like maybe 20 years after the Alien movie. So Ridley's still in her like hibernation pod or whatever during this. And they try to go onto their ship or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it takes place in between Alien and Aliens. But yeah.
I know Hayden would be like, it's the best horror movie franchise of all time.
I mean, and I agree. Alien is a good horror movie because, like Hayden's mentioned before, there's times like in that movie where the director didn't tell them what was going to happen. All of a sudden, just the one guy starts freaking out and holding his chest, and then the chest burster comes out. That was like their real reaction because they didn't know what was going on.
They really killed that guy.
They thought he was having a heart attack or something. And
or when the guy finds the cat and there's like he's like in like some engine room, there's like little dripping, and then there's these chains and stuff, and then you see the tail is actually part of like it, and it just curls up, and it's like you're done. And he's like, ah!
And they do a lot. They do a really good job of. There's several times where the alien's in plain sight, but he's not moving, and then he's like against the back wall or something. And then when he starts moving, you're like, oh, that's not pipes and stuff. That's the alien. You know, they do a good job of that. So
sneaky aliens. Yeah. What's your next one?
My next one on my list is Halloween, which I know you have on your list, probably higher.
It's my number one.
But I like the first Halloween, and then I like the Rob Zombie Halloweens, and that's it. I don't like the other ones. So,
well, boo.
The first one I like because it's the original, and it's it's got Jamie Lee Curtis and all that. And it's good, and then I like the Rob Zombie Halloweens because it's very brutal and
Rob Zombie.
He's just a big serial killer kind of guy. So
who could take a beating?
Yeah, and he's huge. Like he makes the original Michael and the original Halloween look small.
Well, the original guy, he was like 6'5" or 6'6".
Yeah, well, the other guy looks like he's like the big show off around. Like he's huge.
This dude's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
And like 300 plus pounds in his muscle. He's just like, ugh.
Well, they kind of make a joke at one point in the Rob Zombie ones. They go to load him into the van, because they think he's dead. They go to load him in. They're like trying to lift him. So it takes like 4 or 5 guys to lift him up and put him in there.
God, was it, son? It's all the evil weighing him down.
But like, I remember there's, like in the original Halloween, he would just show up like in the doorway or he'd be in the closet. In the Rob Zombie one, there's one part where this the main girl who ends up being his baby sister, one of her friends takes this other guy back to their van to get it on. While she's getting ready to undo her shirt and all that stuff, she leans back by the back window of the van and it just Michael Myers' hand just goes bursts through, like grabs her and drags her out the back window. And the one guy's like just standing there, like doesn't know what to do. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed those. I did not like the more recent Halloweens either.
We'll talk about it when we get to me.
Okay,
because that'll be my number one.
Okay, what's your number 3?
The Conjuring series.
That's my number 2. So we can just go ahead and talk about that together.
Yeah, I remember. That was the first. I saw the first one in the theaters. Me, my brother, my older sister. She made us go to see The Conjuring. It was like PG-13 or something. And we're sitting there, and me and my brother are like covering our eyes, like, "Oh my god, this movie is so scary."
Those are creepy.
Those are creepy movies.
I mean, because like the first one's about the witch that's like living in the old like house by the river or whatever.
Yeah, and then like at the end, like the mom gets possessed.
Yeah,
but then you get like the Warrens. They show up.
Yep.
To try to help.
And now, granted, you got to take it with a grain of salt. These are all based on true stories, but these two are the most legitimate people to do ghost stuff.
Yeah, my mom met them.
Because like they actually went and did the Amityville Horror. They're the ones that took pictures inside the house where you see a little boy on the top stairs and there was no kids in there. So they're the more legitimate ghost hunter kind of people that have. Yeah, I mean they've actually testified in court and stuff for things. So
paranormal investigators.
Well, like there's one about the kid being possessed is the third movie.
Yeah,
I mean they testified in court to what they saw and observed. So.
Or the Annabelle, that's part of it.
That's part of it. Annabelle, that's a scary.
Where like that family's just getting like brutally murdered like next door by like crazy people.
Yeah.
And I think she gets like killed by the police or something, but her blood's like dropping on the doll, and it's like. Ooh.
Well, then you find out there's Annabelle Creations, which you find out that the doll was like demon possessed before that, and then she did like some kind of satanic ritual to, I guess, enhance the doll's, activity or whatever. But like the real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah, they have it,
which is even more creepy.
Like Annabelle's a real thing. Like that doll is like at their house. Like it's like they have like a music. They show it in the movies.
Yeah,
with like the trophy room of demonic crap.
Well, because you've got The Conjuring, then you've got Annabelle. You've got Annabelle Creations.
I think there's 3 Conjuring movies.
Yeah.
That was Conjuring 1, 2, and 3.
And then you have The Nun and The Nun 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Nun 2 already came out. Those are creepy too.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one more. I can't remember the name of it, but basically the Warrens have left their daughter at their house with a babysitter for just like one night while they went like out of state or something like that. And the babysitter has a friend that comes over and she like sneaks into the trophy room,
the
or whatever,
evil room,
and starts touching everything. And then that's when all the like crazy stuff starts to happen. You see like all these other ghosty like characters and stuff that would make good movies on their own are all in this house.
It's like,
I'd burn that house down and run away.
torch it, burn it with fire.
Yeah, I love those movies. They're my like, favorite kind of ghost movies.
I feel like that's probably one of the better franchises, and it's a recent franchise, not a storied franchise for horror, like Dracula, all the Frankenstein movies, Halloween, Friday the 13th, and all of their movies have been good.
Yeah. I know there's one more that's supposed to be coming out. I'm trying to look it up, see what the name of it is. But I think it's supposed to come out this year, maybe.
Are they doing one this year? Are they really?
I know they're making a fourth one, but I don't know when it comes out. Oh, it comes out next year. Called Conjuring Last Rites.
Okay.
Ed and Lorraine take on one last terrifying case involving mysterious entities they must confront. That's all to know about it at the moment. But yeah,
just have to watch.
Comes out next year.
Okay. But, okay, Mitch. Mitch, okay.
Yeah.
And yours was Conjuring was your number 2.
Oh, Annabelle Comes Home. That's the name of the one where.
Well, where's she been?
Not where I wanted her to be. But
I'm gonna get you a Raggedy Ann doll.
No, you're not.
And I'm just gonna hide it in your house.
That's not a good thing.
I'm gonna put a voice box in it with, "My name is Hayden."
That's the scariest of all. Anyways, since that was my number 2 and your number 3, what was your number 2?
About Friday the 13th franchise.
Okay.
Just because the first 2 were really good. Kevin Bacon getting stabbed with a machete through a hammock.
I thought he got an arrow like through the back of his neck.
Or was it that guy? Oh, there's so many people that died. So many people. The remake one they did years ago now. Pretty good. I mean, and then there's just like a comedy. Because there's like, what, 15 of these damn movies?
At this point, yeah.
Jason in Space, which I think is Jason X.
Yeah, Jason X.
Or he's got like the leather suit and like the metal hockey mask now because it's the future.
There's one part where they use like a hologram and they make these like basically scantily clad girls that are like camping. So he puts one in, like he ties them up in a sleeping bag, and he's using like one's hanging from the tree and he's beating her with the other one that's inside the sleeping bag. Yes, they're goofy as hell.
It's just so dumb. And like this is the movie that really pushes the trope of like don't go camping and have sex.
Yeah. They're in space in like the year 2304 or something like that.
It's just dumb. It's just so dumb, but it's just so fun.
Yeah.
And stupid to watch. And occasionally a lot of times there's good jump scares.
Well, there's one that like he like freezes him with some kind of chemical or something like that, and then just breaks his head on the sink. So it gets a little out there.
They get really out there.
I thought about including the Leprechaun on the series.
No.
Only the first one was creepy. The rest of them are just goofy.
Not Leprechaun, like what, 3 Back to the Hood?
Yeah. There's Leprechaun in Space where he jumps up this guy's pee hole. Basically, they kill him.
I hope so.
Well, they kill him, and then the guy starts peeing on the corpse, and somehow he goes up the pee stream and like burns himself from the guy later on.
Oh my
God. It's like, what
It's
is going
so
on?
stupid. Why?
Yes.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is the Of the Dead series. Night of the Living
Dead, Day of the Dead,
Dawn of the Dead. I love
Dead of the Dead.
I love zombie movies, especially ones that take it serious. Like, I mean, granted, it's zombies. It's not serious. But ones that make it like, this is really happening. Not the ones that, like, make it a parody. Like, I do like Shaun of the Dead because that's just hilarious.
That's just such a great movie.
But if you're going to make a zombie movie, you either have to be completely joking or completely serious. There's no in between, or then it just becomes meh. I mean, Dawn of the Dead, where they're trapped in the mall, is one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Like not the original, but the remake.
Yeah, the 2004.
Yeah, because the original one, like, it started kind of venturing kind of strange because they would get into the science, like they were trying to control the zombies and stuff like that.
Which is some crap you can imagine today we would do or
Yeah.
try to do, like free labor.
I like the Dawn of the Dead, the remake by Zack Snyder, Snyder Cut. But
Snyder Cut.
I like it because they're trapped, and basically all they have to do is survive and get away. Which is kind of cool. I mean, I love reading zombie novels. I talked to you on another episode about that Jailborn that does Day by Day Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
I like zombie movies, and I like the original Night of the Living Dead, but then they actually made a remake in color with different actors.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it even better, honestly.
Whichever is the one where I think it's the third one in the 80s, where the guy who's getting ripped apart, he's like, choke on it.
Well, no, yeah, because there's Return of the Living Dead as well, which they're the ones where they get kind of goofy zombies.
Yeah, like they can talk.
Brains. Yeah. Yeah.
They call like the one main zombie Bub,
Yeah.
and he shoots the guy.
But like, even as goofy as some of those get, there's like one it's either Return of the Living Dead 2 or 3. Or 2 is where eventually the guy's girlfriend sits down and she's like lets her boyfriend, who's already a zombie, and she's like, all right, go ahead. And he just like bites her head and eats her brain out. It's like, Jesus. I saw that at like 10 years old.
Poor traumatized Mitch.
And then I remember, because I was still so young, when Return of the Living Dead 3 came out, my parents wouldn't let me watch it because it starts off where these two people are driving down the road on their motorcycle, and then they crash. Well, the girl gets slung off the motorcycle, hits a telephone pole, and then the next thing you see is they're like, he's waking up, and he survived the crash. He's told that his girlfriend died. Well, then the next scene is they're at this like laboratory where they open up one of the trioxin containers, and she just comes like stretching out and stuff. She's all naked.
And you're like,
But, she's a zombie. But then, like, I think like later on in the movie, she's got like glass and stuff sticking out of her. She's really creepy looking. But those kind of get a little overboard as far as like the science going on with all the zombie stuff. But your typical just survive the zombie apocalypse. I love those movies. That's why I like The Walking Dead. Even when it got cheesier, I still like The Walking Dead.
it did get cheesy. My number one is the Halloween franchise.
I figured.
I mean, you got Halloween 1,
great.
Halloween 2, pretty awesome, pretty solid film.
Yeah.
Halloween 3 doesn't have Michael Myers in it. It's a totally different plot line.
Yeah, Season of the Witch.
Yeah, it happens on Halloween, but it's more, I guess, the backstory of like the Sam Hain thing and like the Celtic like
It's
druid stuff.
It's more of like an anthology kind of thing.
Yeah, it's an anthology film.
Yeah.
Where they got like whatever, like they make like Halloween masks, but like the little like shamrock things that they have on the mask, like their brand logo.
Okay.
Has a piece of this like metal from like Stonehenge.
Oh.
So on Halloween when they do the ritual, each one of them turns into a portal. So like kids' brains are like exploding and like bugs are crawling out of their eyes because they're killing thousands of people and unleashing monsters on the world.
Okay.
Halloween 4.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's not bad. Mm-hmm. If it was its own movie, you'd be like, oh yeah, the Halloween Mask movie. Like it has its own merit.
Okay.
4, The Return of Michael Myers, where Jamie Lee Curtis isn't in it, but it's like Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter.
Okay.
And then he shows up hunting her down. 4 is good. 5 was okay. 5 was pretty good.
Was 5?
5 is like a direct immediate sequel.
I think 6 is the H2O, isn't it?
Is 6 H2O?
Where they have Dangertainment.
Oh my god.
Where Busta Rhymes is fighting him.
Yeah, and he's beating the crap out of him.
like fighting in a kitchen or something.
Yeah, he like knocks him out. It was so stupid.
Yeah, that's
What, Halloween Resurrection, the one with Jamie Lee Curtis again, and
where she
Josh
comes back.
Hartnett.
I forgot Josh Hartnett was in that.
Yeah, like she changed her name, and she's like a headmistress of like some prep school.
Some principal. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So she's some principal or something.
Yeah, and then Mike was like, "Woo, I'm showing up."
Yeah, I remember seeing.
And then I think there's a direct sequel to that one. I can't remember the name of that one. That one wasn't that great. Because you think he kills her at the end, but turns out Michael Myers, while he was in like the ambulance or dead, came back to life, killed the paramedics, or took one of them hostage and like broke his windpipe so he couldn't talk. Put him in his clothes with the mask on. So when Jamie Lee Curtis finds him, he's like he can't talk, and she just cuts his head off with a fire axe.
Yeah,
thinking she won. And then they show him just walking up into the woods because he lived. Then the Rob Zombie ones that you like.
Yeah.
And then the last two that they filmed like back to back and released.
Yeah, there's Halloween, and then Halloween Ends. Oh, and there's another one coming as well. Halloween Aftermath in 2025.
No.
But yeah, the 2018, they just called it Halloween again.
Yeah. And it's like Halloween Ends. And it's like,
I actually didn't mind that one. It wasn't great. I didn't mind that one. It was the Halloween Ends that was really stupid.
Because it was like Batman and Robin, the Halloween edition.
Yeah.
Where he has like an apprentice.
Yeah.
That he hasn't killed.
Yeah.
And it's like, and he's like wants to be like him. It's just like, what is this?
Yeah, that was dumb. And then like Jamie Lee Curtis's granddaughter is like infatuated with the boy until she finds out he's killing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was
Because Michael Myers is alive, but he's like living in the sewer.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out until the very end of the movie.
And all the homeless people are scared to even go near the tube because they're like, no, we know who's in there. Like we're not messing around with that.
Let's see. The Halloween Aftermath of 2025 says October 2020, the shape has vanished. Cole Dalton, a lucky survivor of Halloween night 2018, tries his hardest to heal, move on, and forget, unaware that evil is always near. So he comes back somehow.
Because at the end of like Halloween, they put him through a wood chipper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the whole town.
Yeah.
Like it's just standing there, just like put him through that crap. Even the cops.
Evil dies tonight.
It was so dumb.
Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna go about this, but
I don't even want to know.
And it looks like it's all new actors and actresses in this movie that have not been in the previous ones. So who knows?
Who knows? It's gonna be a woman, Michelle Myers.
There's Belle, The Shape, Cole, Kyle Mullaney, Abby, Remedy.
Oh, they got Abby, huh?
Marnie, Lachlan Tramer, and Mrs. Harris.
It sounds like a school, like a roll call and a teacher. Anyway, that completes our top 10 horror franchises.
Yes, it does.
Did you play anything? You watch anything?
Well, I had kind of mentioned the Terminator Zero anime that came out on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
I've been mentioning it. It came out in August. August. So it's been a little while that it's been out. Mm-hmm. So it's good, but it is strange because it fits the whole anime
trope.
Style.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bless you.
But it's all based in Japan, so you have like weird Japanese culture stuff mixed in, which
Japanese Terminators.
Well, I think Skynet is like this is before before everything happens. So a Terminator sent back in time. This other guy, there's another program besides Skynet, so he's trying to use that program to that AI to stop Skynet. Well, then he activates it, and then that one postpones Skynet from doing what it was, trying to create Armageddon. But then it says, "Well, why should I let humans live?" It's like, what did you do? You just got two of them now.
Yeah, you got two Skynets. You idiot.
Basically, it creates in this world they already have these robots that help people setting shelves and stuff, and basically it takes over all of them, and then they're going out and they're not killing people, but they're capturing them unless they resist, and then they kill them. So it's and these robots are goofy looking because they're big TV head kind of size with human shaped bodies, but they have this goofy smile on their face. But then you got the actual Terminator sent back from the future that's moving around in between all this, trying to kill there's another robot that she didn't know she was a robot, and then she's been protecting the main guy's kids. She didn't know she's a robot until her arm gets ripped off. And
she sees metal parts.
But then the kids don't trust her because she's a robot. So then she's trying to convince the kids to stay with her and not run off. And it gets strange. Yeah. It's not like I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like a post-apocalyptic Terminator in an anime style, and it's not. It's strange. I give it like a 6 out of 10.
I watched the last Grand Tour special.
Oh, I did watch that as well. Yes.
One for the road.
Yeah.
It was sad
It was.
at the end.
I mean, it was funny.
It was funny. It was still them
Yeah.
doing what they do best, aimlessly driving and giving each other the business the entire time. But it was very nostalgic.
And I like that they didn't shy away that Top Gear was another show. But
Yeah.
they actually showed
Footage from when
that.
they went to Zimbabwe the first time.
Yeah, because that was their first special.
Yeah.
And they come across their old cars.
Yeah, they're actually from that special. Like some dude still has them at like some junkyard lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how even? And like even like they roll up on, they're like, that looks like. And then he sees like the Mercedes, and he's like, that's James's car. What? And it's like, no, we took the doors off. It's like, well, remember we left the doors like there, and it's just like, this guy went and got him. And James said, he's like, oh, hang on. He's like, I always do this or whatever. He's like, I always take something. And he looks and it's gone.
Yeah.
And Jeremy like still like carries the headlight from that car like for the last 20 years. And he goes, and it just fits right back inside. He's just like, oh.
Well, and then I like how in one part of the movie or one part of the special they actually are literally smuggling silver into another country because like they dipped the head of whatever into all the silver that they had melted down.
Yeah, he had like a antelope's
skull or something.
Skull they dipped into silver, which I mean it probably wasn't silver. James made a steering wheel out of silver.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
While driving through Africa and it's hot, and he's like having to wear gloves. He's like, ah.
Yeah, then was Richard Hammond had like the mini spoiler on the back of his car.
It's really tiny. And they're like, the heartbeat thing, like boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom. While they're talking to customs, like, can you open the trunk? So he's like, absolutely. Boom, 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 boom. It's like you can go, all right.
It was a good, it was a good special. I am kind of sad that for the most part it seems like that's going to be the last one they do.
Yeah. It is sad. I mean, they've been doing it since like 2000. Top Gear came back in 2002.
Yeah.
It's been 22 years.
Yeah.
And the specials, like the first one was the Africa one, and that was like 2005.
Maybe.
I think when they did that one.
They've done a lot since. I do wish we'd gotten a few more, just because it's just fun to watch them drive around.
I mean, we would have had more if they didn't get kicked out, or if Jeremy didn't get fired from Top Gear, and the other two quit because he assaulted a producer. Yeah. When he needed it. What did he say?
Yeah, he probably deserved it.
He probably deserved it. Who are we to say? And I like Jeremy, James, and Richard were like, yeah, it's a 3-piece combo. Like it's all three of us, or it ain't happening. And then we had to wait, and they had to go to Amazon.
Yep. They had the Grand Tour, which that one was good.
And they did like their last one where they were like with a studio, like in the tent with an audience. Yep. And then they got emotional about it because it was the last one. And then they did a couple of specials where it's just the three of them just driving about.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it was pretty cool that the Top Gear let them use the footage to where you could see the before and after, basically.
With like the whole crew. Yeah,
them going up and finding the same tree and all that kind of stuff.
Standing in the same spots, and it's like, and then you see like the age difference.
Yeah,
it was like, whoa,
20 years was a long time for you guys.
Jeremy was looking rough.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a good show to watch, especially if you like anything kind of car stuff or comedy. It's just
that show has something for anybody.
Yeah,
like you don't even have to like cars. It's just you don't watch Top Gear for cars. You watch Top Gear because of them.
Yeah. But I hadn't really played anything new. I've been playing more Space Marines.
Yeah, I've been playing more. I played Operations mode.
I'm up. You won't play it with me, but you'll play it by yourself.
Well, I didn't play by myself. I played with Britt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here is some good tip to how to get stuff to work on that game. So if you're playing on an Xbox and you're playing with a friend who plays on PlayStation, or not PlayStation, on PC, you can't hear them. You can't talk to them. You can hear them, but they can't hear you. And on Brit's settings on PC, it has voice chat on or off. Console doesn't have that option.
Yeah.
It's just voice chat volume. Found out how to make it work.
How's that?
You start an Xbox party just by yourself, and then switch to game chat, and then you can hear him, and you can talk to him.
Okay.
Because there's no video about it. There's no nothing. I found out on accident.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing on Reddit, because like all these people are posting on Reddit, could not figure it out. I figured it out last week.
Well, good.
I figured it out early this week.
You hear that? You heard that here first. Heard it first.
I was like, I should have posted a video or did something on YouTube or like, a Reddit column real fast to just be like, I figured it out. Suck it, Trebek. But Operations was fun.
Yeah.
We did the first one and the sixth one.
Okay.
And it's different stuff. There's perks, there's like weapon stuff, and like, it's more tailored for a PvE thing. It's not PvP. You don't get as much experience as you do in PvP.
True, yeah. I mean, it's more tailored to the unlocking the level up stuff for PvE as opposed to just getting all the money.
That only happened, that you can only use in Operations.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you unlock cosmetic stuff, but it's...
I have everything available to unlock for the sniper class now. I haven't unlocked everything. I've just unlocked the certain ones I want to use first.
I maxed out the tactical class. Yeah. All the armor.
I don't know if
Still haven't gotten all the weapons.
I don't know if I've maxed out sniper, but I've gotten pretty good with it.
Getting there. And I'm
one,
wondering what class I'm going to do next. If I'm going to do bulwark.
that one's tough to use. Because, I mean, a lot of times you're just standing there taking bullets so other people can fight, and you don't get no reward for it. Because, I mean, you've got to be within arm's reach to do much.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I mean, you got your pistol. That's it. So,
good luck.
Yeah. I mean, I like the bulwark class. There's just not a lot you can do with it. If there's any kind of ranged fight going on, you're just standing there going, okay, nobody get behind me.
Can we shoot him, please? No! Shoot her!
And then, then you're screwed if some guy with the grappling hook shows up. Because then you can't block that.
Yeah, I hate the grapple hook guy. I mean, each class has its own counter, its own foil, if you will. So it is pretty balanced, especially if you have a whole team going at each other.
I mean, that's the only way to work in that, or the only way to win in that game is teamwork.
And the show is in peril.
The show's in peril. Why?
With Henry Cavill.
Why?
Where he's a producer. Because woke people and Amazon,
no women.
with their inclusive, they want all female, like, Astartes chapters, and Henry Cavill's like, no.
That's not in the
like we're doing the book. Like we're doing
not a thing.
We're doing the lore. We're not making stuff up for you so you could feel better about yourself and your woke nonsense. Like, it's a show about gigantic genetically engineered dudes in power armor killing aliens.
Yeah, it's probably going to have to go to Netflix or something. It's not going to work on Amazon.
No.
I mean, you saw what they did to Rings of Power and Halo.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with the Rings of Power. Stupid. It's dumb. It's insanity. It is horrible. It's like they never read the book. And they're just making crap up as they go. And the desire to swear is strong now.
Tell us how you really feel, Tom.
I can't on this show without getting hot sauce, and I don't want to be. But it sucks.
Yeah.
They've lost like 60-something% of their viewership.
I'm sure.
For this season. And rightfully so, because it's terrible. The first season never should have had the views it did. Because it was just terrible. It sucked. It's stupid.
The first season, everybody wanted to give it a chance to see if it would improve, and it never did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's just a load of bollocks.
But that's all I got for this episode.
That's all I got for this episode. And I guess that's it for this episode. What about you, Hayden?
My name is Hayden.
Thank you, Hayden. Well, that's it for this episode of Entertain This. On our next one, we're going to be doing the horror movies that actually happen on Halloween.
Yes.
And we hope you'll enjoy that episode, and we hope you'll stick around and hang out with us.
Rate and review.
5 stars only. You hear me?
Do what I say.
Oh,